Most of you are building a new team every year. Most of you are looking at the players and the personnel and putting it together to maximize performance on some field, on some court, in some way as a team. How do you build that team? Do you build it based on the skills in the performance side? Do you also build it on the skills in the relationship side? Teams are about relationships. Yes, there's a goal, there's an outcome, there's something to achieve. When I'm part of a team, if I'm not aware of the relationships that are there, if I'm not aware of how I'm relating to my teammates, it's not going to get me very far. It's not going to get the team very far. Relationship awareness is key to a successful team environment. Whenever, however you raise awareness to it, watch it propel forward. Watch it go. It can be the relationship between the player and the coach. It can be the relationship between the coach and the assistant coach. It can be the relationship between a group of coaches and an athletic director. It can be the relationship among all the players on a team. Relationship awareness is core to understanding how the dynamics will work in the team on a day-to-day basis. So one of the ways that I work with teams in helping them build this relationship awareness is through what I call the 2 C's. The communication and conflict skills. Understanding my motivation in communication helps you know how to motivate me. It helps me know how I am motivated. And in a team dynamic where all people are participating, coaches and players and trainers, my teammates understand me in a way that I get more out of myself. I understand my teammates in a way that I get more out of them. Coaches, same thing applies. So when I understand communication and conflict skills, I'm able to relate. Stretch that further into understanding how I go into conflict. When I am in conflict, how am I different? And again, let's use the analogy of the coach-player. I want to understand why all of a sudden your performance is tanking. What's going on there? What are you in conflict about? So much of it's internal, and as you know, sport at a high level is mostly a mental game. Another component of relationship awareness is understanding my strengths. Understanding my strengths, what I bring to the table when I show up. The strengths that I really like to use. And maybe even the strengths that sometimes I do too much of. Great example of this. Maybe one of my strengths is I persevere and I overcome anything. I overcome injury. I overcome bad grades. And maybe there's a time when playing through that injury really isn't the right thing to do. In fact, maybe what you're thinking, or maybe what the doctor or the trainer is thinking, is I appreciate your stubbornness, but this is too big for you to play through. When I understand that about a player, or I understand that about myself, I can recognize the places where it belongs and the places where it may not belong, where it may be overdone, where it may be too big for the situation. And that's the key to understanding strengths. The more dialed in I am to who I am as a person, the higher my performance is on the court. And I'll take it a step further and say the higher my performance is in life. So as we dig deeper into the 2 C's, our communication and conflict skills, and as we dig deeper into our strengths, we can also go into looking at feedback and expectations. The performance development of a 360 evaluation can be done. The feedback component of understanding how you come across in communication and how that might mean you're in conflict in a lot of your day. The expectation aspect of that, which can be done in a team to say, as a team, this is what we expect of ourselves, what we expect of us as a group. And even an expectation as who's going to be our next team member. What my communication style is can offer so much insight in how to get the most performance out of me as an athlete, out of me as a coach, out of me as a trainer, out of me as any component of the team. If I build relationship awareness in my team, I build more trust, I build more cohesion, I build more understanding, I build more opportunity for success. I can motivate you in the style to which you are most accessible. I can get more out of you. I can get you to that next level. And if I understand that before the season begins, if I understand that in the spring, before the fall season even starts, imagine how much higher performance can go. I was a professional athlete. I understand the benefit of team. I understand the necessity of partnering with someone else. And I help people perform. I help people perform in their heart, in their soul, in their mind. I still compete physically. I still love competition physically. But what I really enjoy is helping people get to their next level of performance by understanding more about themselves. Because as much as I'm an athlete today, or as much as you have athletes today, they are people still. And tomorrow they go out in the world, tonight they go home to a world, whatever it is. I'm talking about understanding myself at a deeper level and understanding how to motivate my players, understanding myself as a player and how to motivate my teammates, and even understanding you as my coach and what your style is so that I know how you look differently when things aren't going well for you.